Hi, Agile Success is my perspectives earned over a period of 6 months spearheading a key automation initiative. These learnings are of relevance to any large and complex product development initiative. Before we dig deep, let's have a look at the Agile Manifesto, which was coined by the 17 wise men who have given some of the excellent processes in Agile like Scrum, extreme programming, and dynamic systems development method. So this is their manifesto for agile development, wherein they had said individuals and interactions over processes and tools, working software over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, and responding to change over following a plan are some of the things that gives much better value to rapid application development than anything else. With these key things in our mind, or with the Agile Manifesto in our mind, let's go look at some of the learnings that I would like to share here. First, from a release planning perspective, ours was an automation initiative in one of the products that involved multiple agile teams working on their own individual applications, which made up a complex telecom OSs. So that's about the software we were building, and this software had to be deployed across the globe. Since this was a process automation initiative, we initially planned our sprints to be developed for across the globe in one stretch. 3 months into the development, we realized our mistake and we had to course correct. And what we learned was release per region first or release per country is always much better than doing a big bang global release. The second key learning was, since you have multiple application teams working together in multiple sprints, that is basically the multi team sprint, it helps if you prioritize your points of contact or the interfaces between the different applications to be developed first. Finally, hard data should always drive your planning exercise. We had product lines A and B into our development, and the hard data showed that the product line B was a little hotter product in the market than product line A. So it does not necessarily mean that we should channelize all our energies on doing a parallel development on product line A and B, and rather focus only on product line B for the first iteration. So these were some of the key learnings from a release planning perspective in agile software development. The second slide that I have is for the development team. So there are four key things for discussion here. While Agile allows the development teams discover the requirements incrementally, it is very important that every member of the development team are completely aware of the overall product goal, and they should owe their allegiance to their product and not to the individual applications. When you have multiple individual applications, as I said, the silo mentality will set in, and self-glorification goals will drive the individual team members towards their application. So the key is drive the ownership of the team not to the applications but to the product that is getting developed. The second most important thing is the periodic knowledge reinforcement, whether it is on agile, which is the process knowledge, or the technology knowledge, or the domain knowledge. The periodic reinforcement on knowledge is a very important thing that we learned for agile success. The third thing is early integration. When we say early integration, when you have multiple points of contact, as we saw in the release planning slide, it helps the team if they integrate early to unearth any kind of a dependencies much earlier in the game than much later. So that's for the development team. The final thing is early customer engagement. While agile processes like Scrum does have a methodology where they have the sprint review meetings where they allow the customer to be brought in. What we discovered that bringing the customer a little earlier in the development cycle always helps. If you remember, the Agile Manifesto also tells the same thing. Collaborate with your customer rather than spending your time negotiating on your contract. So those were the few things that I thought I should be sharing with everybody on this Agile Success presentation. Thanks for listening to this presentation. Remember, when chaos reigns, discipline brings order. Thanks.